Obviously, we're seeing massive impacts from climate change, like all over the world. Like particularly the last 5 years or so. In Australia we've had massive fires and massive floods, and look around the world right now, we've got massive fires and massive floods. And so we really need, to have more sustainable pathways in, emergency services and land management. And so I guess what I was speaking to was the fact that all the ancestors of everyone in the world today, they all go back to being First Peoples for country, and they all had protocols about looking after country and about managing resources and land management practices. And I guess what I'm saying today is that we can learn so much from First Nations people here, from this place, but all over the landscape. There's knowledge holders, and there's landscapes that are teaching us how we can do better. There's lots of opportunities, but there's also lots of challenges, around the way policy and regulation and research and funding, there's lots of challenges around where do the resources go, and that's part of the problem that, the modern sort of frameworks that have been developed have lost touch with the land. It's so easy just to take stuff from the land and nobody has to pay for it, but we end up paying for it in the end because we get fires, we get floods, and so there's that disconnect. And so the opportunity is, let's learn from that. Let's understand if we do the right thing, we'll benefit. If we do the wrong thing, we'll suffer. And that's why we're all here, really, is we're just suffering the consequences, really, of that mismanagement. And we can learn and we can do things better. I think it's just great having so many people from, all over the country and people from around the world have come to learn and share. And so such a positive thing. And I think, a lot of people are struggling with, how do they do their job better and how do they change their policy and their research, and, people are good people, they're challenging themselves, and I think days like today and being able to share with people is challenging people to think differently. Not everything has to change. There's some stuff people are doing is great, it's working. Stuff that some people are doing is not working, and that's why they're asking questions about it, and so the more we come together and sort of help build trust and respect and support each other to understand what's working, what's not working, and how we can do things better, the better a chance we're going to have to being able to deal with some of the really big challenges that we face today and into the future.